Keith Barnett, one weekend in the books. You went to a tournament in Northern Illinois, 3 straight games. First one close against Bakersfield, then a loss to William and Mary, and of course Northern Illinois. Things seemed a little bit off if people were watching online. Give us your take.
Yeah, a little off. We had our chances against Bakersfield. We definitely had 2 swings in the fourth set to close it out, and we made a huge rally there to the point where we probably shouldn't have been in the fourth set. But come all the way back, and then obviously it's hard when you don't complete it, and then you go to the fifth, and then we started off a little rocky, 2-7, and then that's just too big of a hole.
Yeah, for sure. What are the things that you saw, maybe the holes that were shown in your armor over that weekend that you can work on to get better for this weekend?
Sure. Yeah, you mean the 4 four-year starters that we're replacing, and Alex, Jordan, Andy, and Cam? Yeah, they did a lot of little things. And they worked hard to be able to do those little things. And, they took their lumps early too. Their freshman and sophomore years were similar to this start here, where you kind of get a little awakening and you're like, oh, I need to work on X. And so, yeah, we're starting to figure it out. If we can serve at a higher clip that would help a lot, and not shorten the game to where the opponent only has to score, 16 to 18 points. That'd be really nice. So that's a big key.
Yeah, we were talking a little bit offline. It's the unsexy things. It's the simple fundamentals. It's the passing. It's the serving. And so I'm assuming you're going to spend a little more time on that this week.
Yeah, we are. And we'll see if it pays dividends. A couple days is a couple days. It's going to take a couple months, and that's just the process. It can be frustrating, and that's the grind, and that's how you get good, and that's where Andy, Cam, and Jordan and Alex left, was having grounded out for 4 years, and so now, hey, we've got some freshmen that are in there, and it's time for them to learn, and sophomores. They didn't play 30 games last year either; they played 13.
Right, exactly. Now, some people may say, step up in competition slightly this weekend. You had to, you're going to play Seattle, you're going to play Oklahoma, you're going to play Gonzaga. Scheduling, obviously, is your job as well, but I think it's good to schedule tough teams, see where you're at.
Yeah, and the teams this last weekend, Northern Illinois, everybody there had good setters. Everybody there had good, consistent players. And the thing they did is they minimized errors. And Bakersfield in particular had a really, really good setter who made them a lot better. And so at that point, okay, who's going to make us a lot better? And so that's what we're trying to figure out is, who is it? Who's going to be there consistently, match in, match out. And then, yeah, playing Oklahoma physically, they get really big. Are they better than the teams who just played this last weekend? I mean, I don't know yet. Nobody knows anything because last year was such a wash. So we'll find out. Gonzaga's also really good and playing at home, and probably pretty excited to do that. And the West Coast Conference is always rough, so it should be fun. And Seattle, they're an unknown. They've changed coaches. A couple years ago, and I haven't seen them, so I'm looking forward to it.
Within your team, final question. Are they how is their mood, so to speak? Are they down because maybe they felt pretty good coming off the Carney, or do you have the leaders in this group that will keep their heads up and keep them focused on what needs to be done?
They're pretty angry about how it went this last weekend, and they understand the work in front of them, and so they came back in, put their heads down, and went to work yesterday. So we'll see how it is today.
Keith Barnett, thanks for the time. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Brian.